could not let this litmus series go by without doing a dedicated cost per use video of the majority of the lip products that I've been tracking over almost 7 years. I have 25 different lip products with cost per use data to share with you today, and I'll start by working with the lowest cost per wear all the way up to the most expensive cost per use. Earlier this year, I did a full face cost per use video, and I gave you a few different scenarios. So if you prefer to wear more drugstore products versus more high-end products, if you only wear a few things, or if you like to do a full face, I tried to create a few different scenarios for you to get a better idea of what a full face of makeup could cost per use. And I have a Google spreadsheet that I have publicly available, and I'll have that linked below, and I try to keep a running tally of everything I track. I went through and updated all the products that I've finished so far this year, and now I have over 110 products in that list. But today we're just going to be looking at the cost per use for lip products specifically. So my first category is 6 products that cost 10 cents or less per wear. And the very first one, the most affordable lip product, is Black Cherry by e.l.f. I think it's one of their sheer slick lipsticks. I can't say for certain, but I think when I purchased my e.l.f. lipstick years and years ago, I think it was only $5. I think it may be $6 now. It's probably a little different depending on what retailer you purchase it through, but I'm gonna stick to 3 cents per use. And the second one that is a tiny little less affordable, but I think is like 10 times better, is the Honey and Milk Lip Oil from Apu. I feel like I have talked about this almost in every single litmus video so far that I've filmed. I just love it so much. And this one comes out to 4 cents per use. The next one up is the NYX Fat Lip Oil, and that one is 5 cents per use. The next one on my list is 7 cents per use, and that is the ColourPop Just a Tint Lippy. Up next, one of my favorite glosses, the Milani Keep It Full gloss. That one is 10 cents per use. And then another favorite that I really love is the Ulta Gloss Stick. I had the shade Chill Pill and I loved it, and that one is also 10 cents per use. The next grouping are between 11 and 14 cents. And the first one is a Jason Wu gloss. This was like a lip mask. I'm not entirely sure if they've changed the name of it or if they just don't sell it anymore, but I really loved this, and this was 11 cents per wear. The Charlotte Tilbury Luster glosses, I had the shade Ibiza Nights. This one was 12 cents per wear. Next up is the Sachu lip liner stain in the shade Clover, and this one was 13 cents per wear. I will have Sachu feature again later in this video because I got way fewer uses out of a different tube. And so I have cost per wear data for both of them, and even though it's the same product, I had vastly different results. Next up is the Lawless Lip Mask, and this one is also 13 cents per wear. The Charlotte Tilbury lip baths are very similar to Milani glosses. I would say that they're dupes. And this one is slightly more expensive per wear at 13 cents versus the Milani one, which was 10 cents. And lastly, I have the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lipstick, and this one was 14 cents per wear. I do feature quite a few Charlotte Tilbury lip products, but also other Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks in this video. So this specific example was 14 cents per wear, but it was for the Matte Revolution formula in the shade Pillow Talk. Next up, I have 5 products that are between 15 and 17 cents, and the first one in this category is the Bare Minerals, I think it was like their Mineralist Gloss Bomb is what it was called, and I had the shade Vision. It was a really beautiful light pink, and this one was 15 cents per wear. Another gloss that was 15 cents per wear is from Rare Beauty, and that is their Gloss Bomb, and I had the shade Nearly Neutral. Next one up is a gloss from Lisa Eldridge. I had the shade Muse. This one was 16 cents per wear. And then the next two are Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks. The Pillow Talk medium shade, again in their Matte Revolution formula. This one came out to 16 cents per wear for me. And the next one up is the Kissing Formula lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury in the shade Bitch Perfect, and this one came out to 17 cents per wear for me. We're getting a little bit more expensive. I have 6 products within the 24 to 35 cent category. I have another Sachu lip stain here. This was in the shade Plumped. I think I waited too long to open it and start wearing it, so I think it was just an older tube. And I wore this all over my lips instead of just as a liner, the way the brand suggests. And so this one came out to 24 cents per wear. Next up is another old favorite. This is the Happy Kiss from Charlotte Tilbury. I had the shade Romance Kiss, I believe. And this one is 25 cents per use. Another lipstick that was 25 cents per wear is from M Cosmetics. This was one of their clicky lipsticks in the shade Venetian Rose. Another Charlotte Tilbury one. This is a lipstick from their Superstar Lips line. I had the shade Walk of No Shame, and this one was a little steep. This one was 32 cents per wear. And then the next two are both Lawless glosses, but different sizes. I have found that even though their sizes are very different and so their prices are different, the cost per wear is the same. The Lawless Mini and the Lawless Jumbo size, so the smallest and largest sizes, both came out to 35 cents per wear for me. I have two more to share, and they are the two most expensive, and I'm gonna start by showing you the least expensive just to give you an idea of what the range is. The least expensive one that I found in this calculation was from e.l.f. The sheer lipstick in the shade Black Cherry was 3 cents per wear. The second most expensive per wear lip product I've ever tried so far is the full-size, regular-size Lawless Gloss. I believe this one was in the shade Daisy Pink, and it came out to a whopping 47 cents per wear. And the only lip product that was even more expensive per wear is from Hourglass. It was one of their clicky lip pens, and I had the shade Mist, which I think is their latest shade, and that one was 51 cents per wear. I think this sort of information is incredibly beneficial for me personally, and I hope it's beneficial for you too, because when I purchase a lip product, 9 times out of 10, if not more, I'm trying to buy that product with the intention of wearing it all the time until it's finished. And so cost per use is more important to me in those scenarios versus, maybe an eyeshadow palette or something where I don't always purchase it with the intent to finish it all the way. I do also like to buy a lot of lip products, and I think knowing just how expensive it is per wear or how quickly I go through something just helps me make better purchasing decisions. I love the Lawless glosses, but I know now that if I'm going to purchase them, number one, I should wait for a sale, which is kind of true for like every makeup product that I buy, but also I want to make sure I'm either buying the mini or the jumbo sizes instead of the full size if I can. And even though I really liked the Hourglass Gloss Balm in the shade Mist, I know now that the cost per wear is really high and not necessarily something that I feel is very valuable to bring back into my collection. Cost per wear is only one of the many factors that I consider when purchasing one, but I do think it's an important factor to keep in mind. And like I always say with my cost per use videos, these numbers are very specific to me and how I wear makeup. For a lot of these products, I took the stop route and dug everything I could out of them. Not everybody does that. There are some products I didn't do that with, and maybe some people do that with every single lip product they wear. It really just depends on how much I like the product and how messy it's gonna get if I take the stop route. And so these numbers aren't going to exactly match your wears, number of wears to finish something, but I still think being able to compare them across different brands and formulas is really beneficial to see. If you want more cost per wear data across other makeup categories, like I said, I have that Google spreadsheet in the description box. You're welcome to poke around and maybe calculate your own version of a full face of makeup. But that was everything I had to share today. I hope this was fun to watch. I hope it was informative and maybe encouraged you to look at your makeup in a slightly different way. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow in my next litmus video. Bye!